Hi, I'm Marta, and this is the Dolls Rescue Channel. I'm doing a collab with Peace Craft Dolls with Tammy Powley, Beth Ramsden, and J Dolls UK. Tammy contacted us and asked us if we'd like to do a collab making Bridgerton outfits for a fashion doll. Bridgerton? I had never heard of it. So of course I had to do some research. Tammy told us about it, and we went and watched the show, and now I'm one season in. It starts off with the date 1813, which makes you think it's historical. No. It should have said, once upon a time. It's a great fairy tale. And it has all the settings of a fairy tale along with scandal and sex. Don't watch it with your children. And if you don't like things that show a lot, you won't like the show. But it is a great story. I'm looking forward to the second season. And I really like that they wrap things up well in the first season. I don't like cliffhangers where they make you wait. Anyway, we were doing dresses today, and I lean towards the Featheringtons, which I'm pretty sure I'm a descendant of theirs, although I am wearing blue. But in a sea of blue, pale frocks, the Featheringtons dress in pinks and oranges and yellows and greens, and since I just used up all my bright green and yellow and orange fabrics, I went with the pinks. And this is actually a little soft colored for the Featheringtons. I looked for a pattern online to make the type of dress I wanted to make. And this is what I found, and this is the doll that I'm using. So you can see that a lot of work and wiggle went into that. And I took the pattern up as far as I could. I always print extra when I find free patterns. I always recommend people do the same. I believe, and I'm going to find out, that this pattern would fit blown up. I think I went 136 times was the biggest it could be without messing it up. I believe that this pattern right here would fit a rainbow high short. Anyway, so I took that and I cut one out, and I came up with this, and I cut it out large, and I held it up to my doll, and I kept checking and rechecking because it would fit like this. And then I cut it large on the fabric, and my sleeve I really twist and turned to decide what length I wanted. I had these I really like this fabric. In the clearance aisle at Walmart, I found some fat quarters that were 25 cents each, and I bought them all. And I was not wrong in doing so. This actually, believe it or not, took well, not two, but over a fat quarter because of the length. This goes from here to here, and because the back also needed to be cut. I did use a hook and eye because that would be more of the time. Oh, can't get it. More of the time. However, I think this would have been an embroidered or threaded hook rather than the metal hook. And yeah, these are more modern, but you get the idea. I did put a channel on the inside of my dress, and that's the only place that I cheated. I did do this dress according to the time period, other than I used my sewing machine. I put a channel in, and I cheated there by using elastic. I don't know how they did it. I didn't have time to decide how they did it, but all of this, I hand gathered my fabric here and fabric here, worked it around, and put my piece over. So this is the dress that I came up with, and there's a few things I would change on the pattern. All in all, I am pretty pleased with it. But because this is supposed to be up under the bust and the ladies on display, I really didn't know what to do. So I thought of something that I thought would work. And because of the way they squished and pushed their breast up into things, even the flat-chested girls look like they had more. And that brings my elastic up over or up to under the breast. I am not a hairdresser, but I tried to do her hair in what I have seen on the show. Is it perfect? No. Is it good for me? You know what? It is. I took the tiara that this doll came with, and I'll put it on her just a second. And I took craft glue and a paintbrush, and I painted, I did one side at a time, and I painted it and I put glitter on it. And then I bought these little studs at Walmart. I think to some of them I added a little bit of craft glue with a toothpick to make them stick better. I left in her hair her crown holders. Now let's see if I can get this back in it. One and done. I actually did that on the first take, and there she is with her little tiara that the upper class ladies wore to the events. Please go visit the other channels, Peace Craft Dolls with Tammy Powley, Beth Ramsden, and J Dolls UK, and see what beautiful outfits they made today too. Thank you for watching the Dolls Rescue channel. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.